Hello everyone and welcome to new video. MC Mura here. So I've been going through a character crisis with this game. I can't land on a main character. I tried out Marisa for a bit, but she's not really for me. I tried out Luke and I kinda like him, but he doesn't click that well. I tried out Chun-Li Modern and Classic and nah. And now I'm trying out DJ and I'm actually having a lot of fun with DJ. He is probably the one that I'm gonna stick with because he's kind of fun. He's hype about what he's doing, so he's exciting to play and he's pretty good. So he gives me a lot of what I want in a character. But it got me thinking, like, why am I struggling so much to find a main character? And I talked to a lot of people in the community and this is a sentiment, right? Like, I know a lot of friends who also can't find the main, and I took this to the interwebs. I made a community post asking you guys, do you have a main character or are you like me? Do you still not have a character that you can call your main? And the results surprised me because almost 30%, like 29%, are still undecided on a main character. That's crazy, and this was no small ball, by the way. This was like an 1100 person voted for this one, so like 1100 players at least. Almost 30% of them are saying they still can't find a main character, and it got me thinking, like, why is that the case? What is it with this game and the roster that people can't land on a main character? Obviously everyone got their reasons, but I have some ideas on why this might be the case. This is not a hate video. This is because I know, like, people, everyone is no. This is just my approach, my opinion on what is going on. And the first thing I'm gonna say about this roster is that with this roster, Capcom played it completely safe, and they went with character popularity over playstyles and playstyle diversity in general. Let me explain what I mean. So here I'm gonna specially talk about, like, the launch roster, right? Here we got 18 characters on the starting roster of Street Fighter 6. We have the original 8 World Warriors, the Street Fighter 2 characters. We got Cammy because she was from Street Fighter 2, obviously, but Turbo, so she was like later on, but she's a Street Fighter 2 character. DJ is also like Street Fighter 2 character, and we got Juri. We got the 8 World Warriors, we got Juri and Cammy, who are way too hot and way too popular, so they are a shoo-in. And we got DJ that I assume that Capcom wanted to give him like a new design. They had some ideas for him, so they wanted to bring him back, right? And everyone else is a new character, and I'm gonna call Luke a new character. Yes, like, he was technically in Street Fighter 5, but he was like a last minute addition, just to make him, like, I guess, yeah, ease him into like the general Street Fighter fandom and like make people kinda like him more, make people warm up to Luke, but he is a Street Fighter 6 character. So the thing about the starting roster, it's a Street Fighter 2 roster, is, like I said, it's more popularity than diversity. These two, for example, Honda and Blanca, right? They represent what is called like the tackle character playstyle. These two, ever since Street Fighter 2, they have always been very similar. I'm not saying they are identical, I'm not saying they are clones, I am saying they are variants of a very similar idea. They always were about chipping at you with 100 hand slap, electricity were mash moves. Their tackle moves were always more about like knocking down and being annoying than strictly being pokes. They got trickery with the butt slam and the rainbow balls. Right? Like, am I the only one who sees this? Like, ever since Street Fighter 2, these two were kind of similar, right? Imagine if instead of Honda, Capcom went with Balrog, who's also a tackle character, but his dash traits are more of a poke than like a raw I'm shipping at you or like I'm trying to catch you by surprise, right? They're not really that. They're more of pokes. And Balrog got like the turn punch, he got the buffalo headbutt, which is like an invincible reversal, so he got more going for him. Or like even M. Bison, who was like also a tackle character, but played differently. Or even Urien, right? Like, these three characters are more different than Honda and Blanca. Like, they would have had more diversity with one of them. Even Alex, I feel like, right? All like any of those would have been like a better substitute for like a tackle character than Honda and Blanca. In the same vein, we got Ken, we got Ryu, we got Luke. Right, there are 3 different characters, and I'm gonna call it like it is. Like, Luke is a Shoto. He's like a new version of a Shoto, but at the end of the day, he's still about the fireball uppercut life. I'm not gonna talk about the meta of this game. I mean, let's be real. You know what? Let's actually be real. Let's be real here. Luke, Ryu, and Ken are variants of the same character. All of them got like a fireball, uppercut, they wanna crouching medium kick you, drive rush, do a combo, take you to the corner, throw loop you there to death. They do the same exact playstyle, but with some variants here and there, right? But at the end of the day, they are very similar, and that is like 3 characters out of the initial 18. Like, we got 3 Shotos out of the 18, and with Akuma, when he comes out, we would have 4 Shotos out of the 22 characters. Like, almost a quarter of the roster is gonna be Shotos. I know they are popular, but like, even Street Fighter V didn't do this. Street Fighter V launched with Ryu and Ken, and it wasn't until a full season of DLC that we had gotten Akuma. So they took their time before bringing Akuma back. Here, take Luke, take Ryu, take Ken, take Akuma, and they're like throwing the Shotos at you. 4 Shotos by the end of season 1? That's kinda nuts. And this one, I know people are gonna hate me for it because, hey, I play DJ. I'm about the hey. I like it. But DJ was always a Guile clone, or like a very similar character to Guile. He got one heck of a glow up. He is very different in this game. They kinda changed his playstyle a little bit by making him a mobility character that does a shot ton of damage. He is different, he got the sway now, some command moves, and instead of like everything being charged, but he still got the air slashers and the hey, jackknife maximum. Like he is still, like, let's be honest, DJ to Guile or Nash in Street Fighter V to Guile. Like, which of them do you think was more different? And I'm sorry, I think DJ, although he's really cool in this game, I think he still got the Guile DNA in him. Even like yesterday, actually, I was playing against someone, and after the match, they messaged me saying, DJ is a better Guile. So for a lot of people, DJ and Guile are still somewhat like, again, they are variants of the same playstyle. If we're talking about like zoning, right? You can talk about JP and Guile. Both of these characters are, in a sense, projectile zoners, but they are totally different. They are completely different in how they approach, while DJ is adjacent to Guile. Like, he's a variant of the Guile playstyle. And you know what? That's fine. But all of this means that we went with the popular characters, right? A lot of characters don't have that much of a variety between them. So let's talk about the new cats, right? We got Kimberly, we got Lily, we got Jamie. And this kind of brings me to my next point. Derivative characters. Kimberly, Lily, and Jamie, at the end of the day, are derivative characters. They are built on the foundation of other characters. Kimberly is Bushinryu. She is Guy with a little bit of like adjustments to like the Guy moveset, right? 85, like 90% of what she does, Guy did. Maybe this move wasn't special cancelable, but now it is, or like this target combo, but it's like very, like her spray cans are like the only different mechanic about her, really, and they are kind of variants of what Ibuki had. So she's like a variant of Guy. But is she as strong of a variant as, say, Zeku was? No. She's cool, like, don't get me wrong, I think Kimberly is cool, I like his design, her aesthetics are pretty cool, she's probably really fun to play, I get all of that, but Also, she's pretty much like the guy replacement. And Jamie, yes, he's a drunken boxer, but at the end of the day, he is like built upon the foundation of the twins. Lily is also built on the foundation of T-Hawk. What I'm trying to get by all of this isn't that these characters are cool or like are bad. They are alright. Like I don't mind Jamie, I don't mind Kimberly, I don't like Lily, but people who like Guy, people who like T-Hawk, people who enjoy the twins, they may or may not like them. They may dislike them or don't really, you know what, they don't really fit the itch that they want. I've seen so many Guy players who don't like Kimberly, T-Hawk players who don't like Lily, and twins. I used to play Yun, and I don't really click with Jamie like that because he's the not Yun. She is the not T-Hawk, and she is the not Guy. Right? I think the rest of the roster are actually pretty good. Like, Luke is different enough to the Shotos, where he's a Shoto obviously, but people like them. Marisa is a cool brand new character. JP is a cool brand new character. Aki is built upon Fang, but she's different enough from Fang to not be the not Fang. You know what I mean? At least she got her stuff going. And we got Rashid, who's a DLC character. He's okay. Dulcim is obviously unique. Zangief and Manon are also like... Here's the thing, right? Zangief fills in the role of the classic grappler. Slow, somewhat, really good normals, command grabs do massive damage. In this game, Capcom don't want any character to have Oki off of command grab, so alright. He fills in that role. Manon, I don't know what Capcom was going for, because is Manon supposed to also play like the tank grappler? Because Manon is a tank grappler. I feel like if we compare Manon to Armika or Laura, I feel like they had much better tools at traversing the screens, they had much better tool against fireballs, they were more of nimble grapplers. Even Abel, I feel like was more of a nimble grappler, while Manon is like, again, you're doing what Zangief does, but a little bit different. They're not like as different. Like, I feel like Mika and Laura were more different, or even Alex to an extent, were more different to Zangief than Manon is to Zangief. Yes, she got the middle levels, and that is unique to her, but at the end of the day, the middle levels, they are just damage. Like, you're not really changing any properties, you're just changing the damage. And that's about it. Like, I feel like there are really good unique characters in this game, but also there is a lot of overlap, not to mention the game mechanics already, where like everyone got a drive rush, everyone got a drive impact, throw loops, etc. So that was my take. I would love to hear yours. Obviously a lot of fan favorites that are missing as well, like Dudley, Makoto, Viper. People have been really wanting to play her. I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this. What do you think? Am I crazy? Am I being too negative? Am I being too harsh? I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.